yet, but it'll be interesting to see because, well, I think Plant is definitely going to be more interested in winning this dice roll compared to Sky Striker. Generally, you're okay with a bunch of good striker cards going second, but I'm seeing a lot of head shaking from Thomas here.
That's a serious hand. That's a serious face, isn't it? Like, I didn't look very happy with whatever's going on.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I've never been super into Plant. It sometimes can lose to itself here. Oh, okay, well, that's not too bad, right? We got Princess. Well, actually, it's not exactly Petal, so yeah, I mixed it up there. It's okay, we're going to go Dryas, which doesn't get a search because we didn't use Loci as the material. Are we passing?
Have you ever played with someone who just makes, like, does the biggest expression,
Wow.
and then they just have, like, the perfect hand after thinking for, like, 5 minutes, going, like, deep in the tank, what do I do? This is awful, and then...
Oh,
and then
that's a very, very good start. We've got, what is it, Mseti for the search here.
The search and the draw.
Yeah, there's the King Sarcophagus being brought out of the deck here, so hopefully we'll see the synergy soon because there's a lot of tech cards, I suppose I want to say, in Peter's list here.
I mean, you don't really need that much synergy if you just summon 3 big Horus monsters and attack your opponent.
I mean, there is that as well. The added, I suppose, advantage, quote-unquote, of Thomas is that the Dryas will be able to summon a monster, so you can get the healer and then get a little bit of life points back. I suppose with the effect, you might live this one out. Plus the Princess, I think. Does it tribute any plant to negate, or is it only tribute what's it called?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Because that might actually be kind of relevant here.
I mean, surely you would have negated the Mseti
yeah,
if
probably
that was,
not, I suppose.
if that was possible. You might need to control a Rikka monster, maybe, to use its effect, something like that.
Mm.
Sometimes you learn these things when you play a deck a lot, that you know all of the ins and outs of it. Whereas if you just play against a deck and your opponent always has everything up and active, then you just see, okay, yeah, he can use the Princess, but you have to know the deck properly to know when you can use in a situation like this or not.
Oh, Dingirsu. That's a card you don't see very often these days, but one of the best rank 8 protected monsters to be able to, non-targeting, send the card from the field to the grave. But that's going to be hit with an effect Veiler. Interesting as well, as you can kind of just... Oh! Thrust.
But we can't search a Sky Striker engage. I mean, you can search a Sky Striker engage, but there's a monster in our main monster zone, so...
Yeah, it's interesting. We didn't even put it in the extra monster zone. Maybe doesn't want to give away that there's striker cards in his deck list. I'm sure Thomas is going to be very surprised when those get activated. I'm not sure if I quite like the Dingirsu sending here. I feel like just summoning all of your Horus monsters might have actually just been a simple way to try and force this out.
Well, do you not survive because of
the
Dryas, though?
Instant fusion. You might not, actually, right? Because can you bring back 4 Horus monsters? Is that 4 unique names that we have in circulation? Was it only 3? Oh, wow. Okay. Going for the Maven? Something magnificent?
Would definitely not know the name of this card. I know exactly what it does.
It's a level 2.
Well, its stats, yeah.
Okay, offers you a level 10 Synchro and, well, bar on the floor. That's a good generic card here. We get to activate the effect to destroy the Dryas. Do we have something else here? Yeah, infinite impermanence. I mean, I think Peter's probably going to debate if, like, you just negate and destroy the imperm.
I wonder if anyone's ever, like, summoned Maven properly.
What are the materials? Is it 2 tuners?
Probably.
I think it's 2 tuners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, polymerization for 2 tuners. Interesting.
Because I guess you summon it with, I can't even remember the name, the light and dark chaos.
Duality?
Duality, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, popularized by certain runic enjoyers at the last YCS, so I don't think Peter's going into that duality portion, but...
I mean, he could. He's probably got some lights and darks.
What is that?
I'm not sure. Should we have a look at this?
A trap card is being activated.
Humid
it's
Wind.
Humid Winds. Ah, okay. So I think this, like, what does this do? I think it gains life points or something, which I don't think is, like, super great, but it's supposed to synergize with the rest of the the Rikka cards. Sorry, not the Rikka cards. Actually, it's Aromages, because there is a decent amount of Aromage and Aroma in this deck list here, utilizing a bunch of the support from Phantom Nightmare.
Yeah,
So it's pay 1,000, you can add an Aroma from your deck to your hand, and if your life is lower, you can gain 5. Okay, so it's just a trap card search, but I believe the logic with this thing is that it does trigger, I think it's Marjoram, the Synchro.
I mean, I guess we were trying to figure out how to, change up the deck list after some of the hits to the extra deck, but this is the way.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a bunch of cool new tools here. They've got the spell cards. I wonder if we're playing the, taking a look at here. Yeah, so this is the new one, Aroma Lilith Rosalina. It's a 3 of. Obviously didn't open it because that would have been a very good way to start your turn if you're Thomas here, but yeah. Looks like we're just taking a bunch of damage, and I think did Peter just pass, right?
Surely the trap is summoning it at it. Doesn't look like Peter's passed.
No?
He's still got a big battle phase to go
does
to.
the Humid Winds summon? It just adds, right?
Maybe it's the Rosalina that summons itself?
Okay, interesting. So let's have a look here. And there's a Rosalina. Yeah, it's a quick effect to discard it and then target an Aroma monster. That's not it. Normal or special tuner. Yeah, it's literally just tour guide for plant monsters. No, I don't think that would be being summoned here, because we don't have any Aroma monsters on the field here.
No, and there's a talents being activated for Thomas, so...
Okay, yeah, must have passed back here.
But why wasn't there some attacks?
Good question.
Because you can just attack directly if your opponent has a Dryas. Maybe Peter didn't know how that
Maybe
worked.
he misread the card and how it works, or maybe the life points haven't been updated.
No, there was no motioning to attack, was there?
I think the life points are just being updated now. Yeah, so we've got the talents taking the Baron, and then can't really do much as Peter just continues with a flip of a skill drain, I guess. I don't know why we're preempting skill drain, but sure.
I think he just
okay,
hasn't
just to stop
read
the Dryas.
Dryas. Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be game. All right, let's get our players are ready once again. Let's pay attention to Thomas's very expressive face here, based on his hand, which he's been pretty good at telling us how good his openings are today. Okay, well, listen, we can't complain about that. All right, well, pay attention, everyone, because this is the new plant combos post-Forbidden Limited list. So I don't think we've really seen this deck appear too much on the circuit over the last couple of months since then. So it'll be cool to see where we go from here. Oh, did we open Sowing? Huh, that's funny.
Yeah, and he only runs the 1 copy. So I guess that is some of the reasons why people run more cards, to kind of bury the cards that you don't want to draw deeper into your deck, like Sowing and Humid Winds.
Yeah, minimizing the number of engine requirements by playing more cards is usually a good way to, put the math in your favor here. Some decks do get weirdly more consistent the more cards you put in them. I want to say Dragon Link was a good example of that. What do you think?
I mean, it depends what kind of cards you're looking for. It's nice to have the extra resources in your deck, and if you have a bunch of starter cards and it doesn't matter which one you draw, then you might as well play more cards. But often there are cards that are extremely powerful that you want to see as often as possible. So, what's the Quick Charge?
Quick Launch?
Quick Launch, that's the one.
Yeah.
So, that's a card
Quick
that
Charge.
you really, really want to see, right? So, running 40 cards increases your chances of drawing that. So, depends what you feel like is more consistent.
Every dragon card just says special summon, so I guess playing 20 more cards that say special summon buries the engine requirements. Okay, so this is where the combo gets a bit weird, right? Because Healer and Dryas are at limited to 1 now. So normally you trigger the effect of the Jasmine to search here by just going into a Healer and a Dryas again to get the search here, but it looks like from here you just have to tribute with the Jasmine and then search for some other life point manipulation to get you the search. And it looks like it's going to be Laurel, which is the Aromage monster, which is when it's sent to the graveyard, you get to gain life points, and then that in turn triggers the Jasmine on the field to get the search. So I'm curious to see what you make. I mean, do you maybe just make a second Jasmine? You get 2 searches like that. It's not once per turn, which is...
Is it not once per turn?
No, it's really, really crazy that way, but we'll see if that's what he goes for. Yeah, double Jasmine. All right, that makes sense. No disruption from Peter here, so yeah, if this is the full plant combo, then it'll be cool to see what exactly this actually ends on, because this is 2 searches. I think one of them is definitely going to be Lily Borea, and probably where you bridge in also to different engines of the various plant decks, like the like Rikka. But there's also Aromages. You know, maybe we'll see a way to get to Dry Winds and Marjoram. Are we even playing Marjoram, actually? I've been saying this a lot, actually. We've got a Lilith Magnolia in the extra deck, and a Rosemary. And
Mudan makes a lot of sense to search all of your, well, search your Rikka field spell. And then maybe you get some more plants that way because you can set a Rikka sheet. But I don't know what the Aromages do.
Yeah, I want to say the Aromages maybe offer more like starters and extenders rather than end field pieces. But we'll see. I mean, Thomas is going through the motion of that singular loci, by the way. Remember that this is all we started with, and we're doing all of this, so that's really cool. Lily Borea is summoned here by just, well, target a plant in the graveyard, equips it, then specials, then you can send it, get this Colosseum. This Colosseum now allows you to get another Theion card. That's going to be the Regulus. And from here, you just get the Lily Borea into the graveyard, probably by linking into the Link 3 Sunavalon, whose name I'm forgetting.
You can also distribute it for Mudan, right?
Yeah, I can do that as well. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And now Midan on summon searches a Rikka spell and trap, so you can get Glamour, you can get Concon. Well, I guess Concon gets you the Glamour, but you know, if you draw one or the other, then there's also that option as well, just for extra materials, extra extensions.
He's going through this pretty quick, Thomas. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, it is just a plant deck. How many engines and archetypes have we seen so far? Will we see more? Also, this is where the Regulus comes down, so any type of disruption like an Ibiru would have to be used here as the last opportunity, because now we are perfectly insulated from any further disruptions, with the Regulus being on the field now. New field spell being activated. Don't you just love decks that cycle through multiple field spells in a turn?
You like doing that? Does it remind you of Ancient Fairy Dragon, which has recently come off the Forbidden and Limited list, but no one seems to be playing it?
Oh, you are old, Tom. I was referring to like Visa Starfrost and Scareclawed and Calarium.
No, I'm like, you summon Ancient Fairy Dragon, you activate your Dragon's Ravine, you destroy it, you search another Dragon's Ravine.
Yeah, that's also available, I guess, if you want to play that. Here's Glamour, which is going to tribute a plant here, and I think you add 2 now. And this gets you the special summon, I think Primula and probably Princess as well, so it's just even more ways to special summon. So we set Glamour instead of Sheet, correct?
Yeah,
He did just activate that Glamour. Okay, interesting. That's really interesting, yeah, no, because I guess you don't get Sheet like this.
Yeah, if you'd set Sheet, she would be set, so...
Yeah, it feels like a bit, like, I don't know. If this is the standard combo, then why even play Sheet? I'm sure there's like reasons for this. There's probably ways to get to both anyway. Because Sheet is just really, really, really good, right? Because it's a tribute of your opponent's monster for cost and the mind control for the turn. Like, it can't be understated just how powerful that is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're already using the tribute with the Princess being in the grave, hopefully.
Okay, it doesn't overlay the Primula here. Oh, okay, this is the new link. New link. It's the Aromage. I think this is Magnolia. Let me just have a double check of this effect here, because this is pretty relevant. I do know that it has a good effect. I think it just summons monsters from the hand here. So it requires 2 plants, and if it's special, you can add an Aroma card. And I think that's the level 1 Aroma we're adding here. And if you gain life points, even during the damage step, you can special up to 3 Aromas from your hand to zones this points to. And more effects, we got 3 here. You can tribute a card it points to, and then target a card in the field to banish it, and then gain 1,000. So it's a good little removal tool going second. But I think at some point here, we're probably going to try and summon out these monsters here. How did we get the... what is that? The main deck Jasmine into the graveyard?
It looked like it was sent from the link.
Oh, okay. Well, adds 1 from deck to hand here, so I'm not sure how we put it in the graveyard. But
Maybe something tributed it.
Okay. Interesting.
It's interesting that it says like even during the damage step, because I've never seen a card say that. I've only ever seen cards say except during the damage step.
Yeah. Well, new directions and horizons are opened up for these Aroma spell card link monsters. Oh, okay, cool. We're gonna go for dance peons. We didn't use the special summon effect of Magnolia. We're actually just using it as a search there. Hits a Lilyboria, and oh, that's a Mourner. Oh, I was really confused for a second. It's the alt art.
Yeah, different art sometimes can be a bit confusing.
Okay.
It summons any plants, right? It doesn't have to hit. Well, I
Yeah,
guess it
yeah.
doesn't have. If it had to hit Sylvans, that would probably not be very good. So.
Yeah, you kind of forget it's a Sylvan link monster.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was a Rikka one for a minute, but no, it's a Sylvan. I guess it makes sense because Sylvans are built around like ordering the top of your deck.
Thomas has done a lot of head shaking right now, so I think we may have potentially stumbled with our combo line here.
A third Jasmine.
A third Jasmine. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
Anything's possible now.
All right, so we're using the what's her name again? The new one from the hand here, Rosalina. Yep, and we're activating the effect to. I think this just gains life points when you target a Aroma, and then this triggers the new Jasmine, and Jasmine's going to get another search. And I guess maybe we just go for Snowdrop here, and that's going to give you a rank 8 with any other plant in your hand, probably.
This is like, yeah, it's quite interesting to see a combo that ends you on 12,000 life points. I've not really seen many people that interested in gaining so many life points before.
Well, that's kind of like the whole point of the deck. I guess the theme is like life point manipulation, which you know, is the
I
purpose
guess
behind it.
Yeah, it means you can start paying life for Bengal Answer or whatever.
I'm just like we're just kind of double checking some of the actions here. So I'm not sure if that Rosalina should have worked that way with the Jasmine. Okay, so the Rosalina did target the Jasmine, discarding itself from the hand, gained the life points, got the search from the Jasmine. Okay, I think it's all in order.
Yeah, what's the issue there?
No, I don't. No, it's fine. I think okay.
This feels a lot like the normal Rikka from before, but with a lot of extra steps. This feels like very familiar, but somehow there were many more steps to get to this point.
In 57 cards as well, of course.
Yeah.
So we got Lokai, and I think that's what's the most important part here. Look how many life points we've managed to gain. 11.9. This deck is not having any issues in time, is it?
No, definitely not. I mean, not that the match is, Rikka's quite quick, isn't it? Because you do your combo, and then you don't often have that much kind of back and forth with Rikka. Be interested to see what Peter makes of this. So we've got the Princess in the grave that you need to remember, because it's very sneaky sometimes. The Bengal Answer to bounce.
Did we link with the Lilyboria summoned off of Dance Peon?
I can't remember whether it was linked.
Yeah, because you actually can't link summon using the monster brought out of the deck with the Dance Peon.
Oh, what was hit? The Lilyborea?
Yeah, so what did we do? We went into Magnolia for Dance Peon. Dance Peon summoned Lilyboria, and then we linked Lilyboria into the... Okay, we got Spear Mode. Hopefully we can get a pause on this soon, just to try and fix this, but I mean, it looks like the players are just playing through.
Peter's going full steam ahead.
All right, I mean...
You don't tribute my monsters, I tribute your monsters. That's, I mean, searching Engage, what a hero.
Oh, I'll art Engage, of course, by the way.
He's only got 2 spells, though.
We do apologize. This is a bit of a Okay. All right. Well, look, we're just getting confirmation that we're just playing from here. So okay. All right. We'll just continue.
This is like one power spell after another, and he's going to follow this up with engage. Like, this is what being a Sky Striker player is all about. Just activating these, like, bomb normal spell cards.
What do we add here? Oh, it's Hornet Drones. Oh, we don't play Ray?
Well, he's already used as a normal summon, right?
Oh.
So Ray would be not super helpful.
Well, as some people would say, I love Ray. Sky Striker Ace Ray. There's unfortunately no way to play it in this deck, as you mentioned. There's just too many normal summons. So we're instead going to... What is that? Is that Rainbow Bridge?
That is a Rainbow Bridge,
Oh,
yeah.
amazing.
So you can. I was wondering what the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon was there for, but
You know when you're playing like a combo deck, right? And you just like are sitting there comboing forever, and your opponent's just sitting there like, "Yep, you keep going." It's like the most terrifying thing ever. It's like, why are they don't seem like phased? What do they have? Well, apparently it's a sphere mode into talents, into you know, thrusts.
What activated the talent?
The thrust effect?
Yeah, what activated the thrust?
I think it was one of the grave effects of the materials.
Oh no, I think Regulus activated when he used Lightning Storm. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that works out. Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. I didn't even notice what field spell we added, by the way. I think it was
Mausoleum of the Emperor, maybe.
Mausoleum?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we got Shark Cannon as well. That's pretty cool.
Mausoleum not super helpful when you've already used your normal summon.
I can take Regulus, I guess. That's actually really cool. You can keep it on the field here. Maybe you can go for Zeke as well, banishing the...
Is that Mausoleum?
That is not Mausoleum. Is there a new Mausoleum?
I mean, it might just be a different art for Mausoleum, but I don't know.
Is that a thing? Different artwork Mausoleum?
Oh no, there's King's Sarcophagus. Yeah, okay. No, there's a new sorry, there's a field spell for King's Sarcophagus. I think that fetches you a King's Sarcophagus, Stone Wall.
Let's have a look. Stone Wall is I don't think exactly what it's called here. No, can't seem to find it just now.
Oh, maybe it's Walls of the Imperial Tomb.
Well, anyway, we've got the Regulus of the Shark Cannon there, and we've also got the King's Sarcophagus being activated onto the field, discarding, and the question is, how do you get rid of Sphere Mode?
Yeah, I always think that, because it can't be attacked or targeted, right? You don't really just want to pass in this situation, so... Dingirsu?
Ah, that works.
But
I mean, you're probably not too worried anyway about a Sphere Mode, unless your opponent's actually playing Ra, which, by the way, Thomas does have a lot of life points potentially to pay for Ra.
I like that, yeah.
But the hard part's been done, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you want to get rid of the Con ideally, but...
Yeah. Well, the Kong Kong feels a little bit redundant at this point, right? So.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be able to do 12,000 damage. Like, 8,000 damage is one thing, but 12,000 is a lot. Although he has so many cards because of his multiple engages and talents.
It's also weird because when you get through a combo deck like this, there's just not a lot of room left for... Or I suppose there's just not a lot of clapback, right? Because you've exhausted most of your extra deck at that stage. You know, all of those limitations that we mentioned in the Forbidden Limitless, coupled with all of your, you know, boss monsters like the Queen, like the Bengal Lancer, like they've all been gone through. So, and 3 Jasmine, by the way. Is Magnolia dark?
I guess yeah, it looks dark.
Okay, dark plants. That's just a terrifying thought, I suppose. But we've got Seline being summoned here.
And I think there's more than 3 spells in the grave.
Yeah, those power spells put in so much work. I do love in a going second deck like this. I don't really feel like it's the format for it, but hey, I mean, it's working out pretty well here.
I was just laughing as his last card is swiftly taken care of. Oh, yeah, another power spell.
How did we negate it? Oh, was that a callback?
Yeah.
That's really funny. That's not a great card, I feel, in this situation, is it?
Well, it worked out.
I just think like call by going second into plants doesn't seem ideal, but I mean, yeah, it's worked out pretty well. Can you destroy Sphere Mode? I know it can be targeted, but
yeah,
access
I think
code
it just
doesn't
can't be
target.
targeted. Yeah, so you might be fine.
Oh, okay. We've made an illegal action, it looks like. Oh, can you not use access code plus... What do we do here? Oh, we gotta rewind. What are we doing here? Oh, whoa, okay, whoa.
Neither of them are dark, is it?
Where are we going back to here?
Maybe he's just showing the judge what happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then the dark brings back the Magnolia. And then we have the body from the Horus to give you access code. Yeah, this all seems fine.
Yeah, that feels like the same steps that were taken before. So access code is what, 5,000?
53 plus 28.
Is 8,000. And then a couple of Horus monsters?
Bing, bong, boom.
That's a lot of
God,
damage.
that's terrifying. We are literally OTKing through 11.9. That's crazy. Yep. Oh, okay, we're gonna count it just in case. I can promise you this is more than 12,000, Thomas. Yeah, that's a lot here. I tried to torrential a Horus
Oh,
field
the
once,
shark
but
cannon can't attack. But
yeah.
yeah.